Shalom, and welcome to Challenging Torah. We're a double portion this week, Tazria Metzora. And the portion deals with, this is the instructions for the one with Sarat. On the day of his purification, he is to be brought to the priest, Zot Torah Metzora. We always felt sorry for kids who got this as their Torah portion, right? Terrible dealing with disease. And this year, we got to see Torah Metzora, the Torah of one with a contagious disease, right in front of us in our newspapers and on our TV screen. This was the year of Ebola. And Ebola and the reaction to Ebola really demonstrates the principles in this Torah portion. It was only when you were able to isolate people, when people did not touch the dead, when people put on hazmat suits, when people covered their faces. It said in the Torah that a leper should put a cover upon his upper lip and go through the streets, and someone in front should proclaim, "Unclean, unclean." We needed to do that and alter behaviors in the African community so that bodies were taken out of the home. People were isolated. And it was with a great deal of distress. Only through isolating people could they stop the epidemic. And now we see that the real suffering lepers of that time, what we call holy lepers, were people working for Doctors Without Borders, other NGOs who went in, worked with the sick, but it is a contagion. And you go from being tahor, pure, to tameh, helping someone else, even though you went in pure, you leave impure. And then we had to bring those people back and help them to find healing in a Western medical facility where they were under total isolation. And no one could go in and out of their room without literally wearing a hazmat suit. This was what was going on in the Torah, only it wasn't a doctor, it was the priest who declared that you could re-enter the camp. And by having something in place like this, it helped cut down on the fear of contagion that rolls through a community. We're dealing with fear of contagion now, and with very good reason. If people do not vaccinate their children, other children will be exposed to diseases like smallpox, like measles, that they don't necessarily need to have. And so we are dealing once again with that place between individual rights and the needs of a community. In the Torah portion, it's all about the needs of the community. So, Metzora, contagion, leprosy, it wasn't exactly leprosy, is what is dealt with in this portion, but diseases continue to ravage the planet, but the rabbis couldn't resist. Metzora matches the words motzi ra, which means to bring out evil. And they took it to mean gossip or slander, a contagion that runs through a community. You know how fast gossip can get through, and basically hurts everybody involved. The sages tell you that it hurts the hearer, the speaker, and the one spoken about. The speaker, because if you are going to talk about people, other people are going to isolate you. They'll take their tidbit of gossip, but they're surely not going to share their lives with you, and you will be isolated. The hearer, what do you do with the piece of gossip now that someone has deposited it in your lap? Do you share it? What if it's true? So you are left with that unsettled feeling. Would have been much better not to listen. And of course, the one spoken about is devastated. Slander will kill a human being. The rabbis say that evil gossip is equal to murder, incest, and idol worship. It will kill a community. We say that it's as if a pillow is ripped open and the feathers fly free, and you can never put them back once things are said. So Metzora in their world equals motzi pe ra, a bad mouth. what we call Lashon Hara, literally an evil tongue. And we know it's best to just stay silent. In our Musar studies, we're talking about shtika last week, that Aaron, Yadom Aaron, and Aaron was silent. And that's the silence of not knowing what to say and being in a place of awe. But there's also self-imposed silence. Silence that says, I need to sit it out. I need to get out of the camp. I need to meditate. I need to go on a retreat to find my own inner center. In Pirkei Avot, it says, all my days I grew up with the sages, and I've never found anything as beneficial as silence. So this Shabbat, find the silent time. Find the quiet time. Find the time when you can be with your own soul. No need to speak. Have a tranquil, deep, silent, and peaceful Shabbat. Shalom.